honestly how you like to do it. All right, is everybody with me? So again, today we're going to try to do the odds, and then does everybody have their calculator ready to go? All right, get your calculator out. Now let's take a look. All right. Now again, remember we're going into algebra, correct? So I always like equations better than proportions. All right, but if you like it the other way, that's okay. All right, let's go. I'm ready. I'm working. All right, now you're supposed to write down number 1. You're supposed to have it done. All right, here we go. So 30. Translation is always means what? Equals. 40%. Or what decimal? 0.4. I prefer you know it as 0.4. Of in math? And then what number? N or X or whatever letter you want. All right? Anybody have any questions? And so now the answer is just N equals 30 divided by 0.4. Is everybody okay with that? And of course that's what? 75 or 12? 75. All right, now as I was trying to tell your parents when I'm having my conferences with them, you're not getting any better if you're just writing down what I'm saying. And you're also not getting any better if you're not setting it up exactly as I'm telling you. All right, I just think that's the easiest way to do it. Absolutely easiest way to do it. And it should make sense. Of course. All right, now we're going to try number 3. How does that translate? X. Is again means what? Equals. 15%. 0.15. Of means what? Times. Did he fix you up? All right, good. All right, is everybody good with that? Yep. And my answer is somebody? 4.2. And I even mean your calculator. Even though you wrote everything down and you didn't do it on your calculator, you just put 4.2 because 3 people said 4.2. That's still not a good idea. All right? Type it in for yourself. Make sure you can use your calculator properly. You don't want to make any careless mistakes. Any questions? Yes.
Never mind.
Thank you very much. Let's talk about number 5. All right, this was a super, super important problem. 33 1/3% is the same as what? No. 1/3. Thank you. When somebody says 33 1/3%, they really just mean what? 1/3. So what fraction would you use to find? You would say, I'm going to use 1/3. Now, 1/3 also means what, guys? What mathematical operation? Divide by 3. Thank you. 1/3 is the same as divided by 3. All right? So for us, we could just say 51 divided by 3, of course, is 17. But they don't even ask that question. Everybody get me on that? They just want to know what's 33 1/3%, which is a huge deal if you can tell somebody that. All right, most people don't know that. What?
So for the 1/4, is it just
Writing the equations. Come on now, you cannot interrupt me because you had problems and go fix your problems and now want me to go back, correct? I have a video, all right? If you missed something, that's what the video is for. All right, start from scratch now. All right, right there. Here we go. Now, it says, an LCD television is on sale for $500. This price is 75% of the original price. Now, I need everybody put a star by number 7 because I really haven't taught you this, but I just feel like this was a good problem. All right? Listen up and listen to my explanation. See if you understand. So you see it advertised for $500. I want to know what the original price was. All right, I want to know what the original price was. All right. Now, it says here that it was 75% of the original price. So tell me what you're thinking. Now, if you multiply 500 times 0.75, would that be more than 500 or less than 500? So it couldn't have been less. Do you agree what? Do you agree with what I'm saying, right? Right? Because a TV wouldn't be 400 and say, man, come into my store, I got a great deal for you. I'm going to give it to you for 500 instead of 400. Right? That wouldn't make sense. All right? So basically, do we know what the original price was?
No.
We have no idea. Is everybody hearing me? Listen to me now. This is a hard one now, so you got to be listening. I don't know what the original price is, so that's going to be what? X. Now, what did I do to X to get 500? What did I do? What did I do to X to get to 500? No. I multiplied it by what? By 0.75. I took the original price and I multiplied it by 0.75, and then that gave me the what? The sale price, which is what? 500. That's right. But now look, that's not going to make sense to you, right? If I put this on a test, if you don't understand what I just did, it really is no help. Right? Is everybody okay with that? I have no idea what the original price is, but I multiplied the original price by 0.75, and that gave me the what? That gave me the sale price. All right, so Will was correct. What do I do? What's the next step? What did I do, Will?
0.75 or 500.
Yeah, somebody do 500 divided by 0.75. All right, so we would say the original price was $666.67 if we rounded it. Everybody with me on this? Right. Now take that number on your calculator and multiply that by 0.75. What are you going to get? Yay, very smart. You didn't have to do that because you already knew. Right? That's what we're talking about. That's how you know you're getting smarter, when you realize you're just doing the opposite. You're going backwards. So if you go forwards, you're right back where you started. All right, hopefully you understood what I just said. That's an important problem. All right, let's take a look now at number 9. Uh-oh. Percent of change. Who remembers? Will. Yes, right. And then do what? Yeah, very good, buddy. Very, very good. Very good. So here we go. So what is the change? Somebody tell me what the change. We don't need a calculator from that. 15. What's the original price? 24. So again, remember, it's the change divided by the original amount. The change divided by the original amount. Yes. Thank you. Is that right? 62.5? But it's asking for a percentage, so very good. Thank you. Very good, Julia. All right, you move it over 2 places. Everybody agree it's the decimal 0.625, right? But it's asking for a percentage, which is 62.5%. Everybody good with that? Everybody good? All right. So now, let's check out number 11. All right. It says, a pair of roller blades has an original price of $260. The roller blades are on sale 55% off. All right. So hold up. I want somebody new. I appreciate it, Will. You know all the answers. Sebastian, what do I have to do for number 11? Right. Yes, very, very good. Thank you for listening. Notice we did not do 260 times 0.55 because that would give us the discount. That would give us the discount. Very good. All right, is everybody hearing me? We're interested in what? The sale price. Remember, you pay what percent? 100%. And if somebody says, today I got to get rid of these, they're 55% off, then that means you only have to pay what? That means you only have to pay 45%. So you would have to pay what for the roller blades? How much? 117 exactly? All right, you'd have to pay $117. Now again, as we're going down these problems, you're supposed to say, I'm getting it. I'm getting a little better. All right, I'm understanding percentages better. You know, I keep trying to tell some of you, it's not doing any good just writing down my answers, because it's going to be all mixed up on the test, and you're not going to be able to, memorize it. All right, hopefully you're understanding what I'm saying. All right. Number 13. Okay, listen to me. I made a mistake. This was one section I left off. I need to omit this question. This is going to be for Monday. We're going to do interest rates on Monday. All right, so you can omit question 13. Anything that has to do with interest or banking. We're going to learn that on Monday, I think. All right. All right, back to 15. All right, so, all right. Colin, here we go. Tell me about 15. What do I do?
All right, so we start with 8 equals 40 times 40 again.
Oh, okay. Yes, that's good. Very good. So, but do you mind if I just write it in order, though, Colin, right?
Yeah.
I'm going the strict translation. So what percent is our x, correct? That's what you said. All right, x. And now of in math means, again, to multiply. And then is means equal. So he was exactly correct. I just wanted to put it in the right order, though. Is everybody happy with that?
And then the answer is 5.
Actually,
Wait, no, not 5. 20.
20%, correct? Right? Because what he did was he divided by 40, so x is equal to, it was originally 0.2, right?
Yeah.
And then 0.2 is the same as 20%. Thank you very much. You got a question?
Yeah, so, never mind. I divided it wrong. That is my bad.
You all right or not?
Yeah, I'm good.
What? Yes, if you want to set that up that way. If you want to set up proportion, you can. I'm totally fine with that. I said, I just prefer algebra because that's what you're going to be doing next year. All right, but some of the people think it's easier that way, and I'm perfectly fine with that. All right, Connor, why don't you set up 17 for me?
Oh, 17. Okay. So it's 14.
Good.
Is the division that uses 24% of what number?
So how do I write 24%?
22.
Good job. And then of means? Right. What number is my? Is my variable? Yes. Are you okay with this or not?
Yeah.
All right. So 14 equals 0.24n. And now what?
Then you are 14.
I don't think I'm multiplying.
Oh, right, you do.
You with me on this? Divide, right? All right, Connor, you always make good grades, so I'm a little nervous now. Do you understand what I'm saying? You sure? So divide that out for me. Did everybody get 50.3?
I get 58.
Is that right? 58.3?
Yeah, I got
All right. Now, is it 58.3 repeated?
Yes.
So we could be real smart and say that the answer is 58 and what? 1/3. If you said 58.3 repeated, I would be okay with that. All right, but I still want you to know that 0.3 repeated is 1/3. Is everybody good with this?
Yes, Professor.
All right, here we go. So now let's take a look at 18. I'm sorry, 19. Yeah, we're going to continue doing. No. All right. Here we go. It says the table shows the favorite activities of campers at summer camp. Of the 43 campers, what percent voted for swimming? Super, super important. Abby, what are you thinking?
So 9 equals 43.
Actually, you know what? I'm really happy with you on that. But here's what I want you to do. I would rather you just think about this. Right? Because remember, a percent is part to whole, right? So how many swimmers are there? You already said it. Out of how many?
43.
Don't you think that's easier?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Listen, guys, there are times for equations, and there's a time for just, hey, what is the question? Everybody with me on this? The question is what? 9 people out of what? 43. That's considered the fraction. Now, what decimal would that be? I'm listening. Read it out to me. All right, 30. It doesn't matter from there, right? 302, whatever you said. Okay, so now that's the decimal. So what percent would that be? About 10th, it says. You could say 21%. However, that would be to the nearest whole number, right? Because this is technically, watch, 20.9302%, right? So if we round to the nearest percent, remember, to the nearest tenth, that would be the 9 that we're rounding to. Do you remember that? You sure? Because remember, this is the 10th spot. So the one after that is the one you look at. Since it's less than 5, we just say it would be what? 20.9%. But again, like I said, if you put 21%, to be perfectly honest, I don't really care. But that's why this is a good review of what? Rounding numbers that are on standardized tests all the time. And they're not as forgiving as I am. All right? So is everybody happy with that being 20.9%? Good? Good? All right, let's check out 21. All right? Mentally. So you should be able to tell me 25% is the same as what?
25% is the same as, tell you the answer?
No, I just want to tell me what fraction 25% is.
1/4.
Yes. So I would want you to just say 1/4. Now 1/4 means to divide by 4. So can you tell me what 150 divided by 4 is? Most people cannot, but I'm going to show you how easy it is.
I did on my calculator.
Okay, so what did you get?
37.5.
That is correct. 37.5. All right, when I divide by 4, I just divide by 2 twice. So half of 750, or half of 150 is 75. And then half of 75 doesn't go evenly. All right, so I knew it was 37.5. All right. Now, number 23 is interesting also. Again, I would hope that you should look at that and say that that's 500.
Yes.
Or I should look at that and say it's 500. Because 125% is the same as how many quarters? 5 quarters. That's exactly what I want you to say. So that's the same as what? 5/4 times 400, right? And then we would just do what? We would do 400 divided by 4 and get what? 100 times 5. That's how he came up with 500. Go ahead, I'm listening. No, I know, but you guys are not understanding the question. That's what the problem is.
400.
It says, find the percent of each number mentally. Mentally. So that's what we're working on right now. I'm trying to show you how you can do it without a calculator now. Yes.
How would you do the 20?
Remember, 30% is just 10% times 3. So 6.5 times 3, 19.5. Is 10%, right?
Whoa.
And then multiply by 3. What?
How did you get 500 by dividing 400?
Very good. What's 400 divided by 4?
400 divided by 400.
And then you multiplied it by what?
5. So
That is correct. There you go. All right, carry on, guys. So I told you 33 1/3% is the same as what fraction?
1/3.
1/3. Now, 1/3 of 42. 42 divided by 3 is 14. Now look, guys, I don't want you doing your calculator for the ones that say mentally. Everybody with me on that? You should be practicing. All right, you should be practicing. All right. Divide by 3. 42 divided by 3 is 14. All right, let's take a look at 27. All right. Now, a video controller costs $39. There's also a 6.75% sales tax. Yeah, that's easy for you. Yeah, watch. So, who pays the sales tax? Does the business or does the person buying? The person buying. So, you have to pay $39, which is what percent? 100%. Plus, you have to pay what? Plus, you have to pay 6.75%. So that means you have to pay 106.75%. Is everybody with me on that? So what do I do with the $39 now? No, not 0.39. 39 is not a percent. If I want to find my total bill, what do I do? 1? No.
39.
39 times what?
Times 1.0675.
Right. $39 is what you have to pay if you wanted to pay just 100%, but you're not allowed to just pay 100%. You have to pay 39 times what? 1.0675. 39 times 1.0675. And what is 39 times 1.0675? 41.63 what? 25, right? But we round to the nearest what when we're dealing with money? Nearest penny, right? So we have to look at this guy right here. So we'd have to say we just are paying $41 and what? 63 cents. Go ahead, sir.
Don't you move, is the reason it's 1.0675 because you move the decimal back 2 spaces?
That's exactly right. If you were to take 106.75 and divide it by 100 on your calculator, that's what you would get. All right. Does anybody have any issues? Any issues? All right. So let's take a look at 29. So what is your grade if you got 34 out of 40? 34 out of 40. Right, because literally you guys got what? It's the part to the whole, correct?
It's easy just by looking at it.
0.85, does everybody agree? And 0.85 is the same as 85%. Yeah, actually 31, believe it or not, was a interest problem. So I just deleted it, okay? And when I deleted it, it was too hard for me to go back and remember. But that's a very good observation.
Does it matter which way you show it?
Yes, listen to me, guys. I'm not kidding about showing your work now.
I know this should look like does it matter which way you show
No, I don't care how you do it.
Okay.
Because I can tell if you understand what you're doing by the work that you're doing.
Okay.
All right?
Because I did this.
No, I'm happy with you. You don't have to explain. All right, so let's take a look at 33 now. All right, everybody take a look at 33. The table shows the favorite activities. So how many people like horseback riding, which is very similar to the other problems. So how many, hold up. Julian, what do I have to do for this one? How many people like horseback riding?
12 people.
Now, it's out of how many people though?
It's out of
Count it up. Use your calculator if you need to, quickly.
Okay.
Stop talking. 43. How did you get that?
You add all of them up.
That's right. So now 12 out of 43. What decimal is that?
That is 0 or 0.27.
Exactly.
You have to move the decimal.
I'm asking you, is it exactly 0.27?
No. Or yeah. No, it's much worse. 0.27 and much
I want those numbers.
0.27 and 9069767.
Okay, so that's good enough.
2 spaces.
So the answer is?
27.9.
Yeah, buddy. C. All right, now keep going. Keep working. It'll work out good for you on Thursday. All right, so everybody take a look at 35. Okay, it says, Naomi bought the items shown below. She saved 20% on each item by using a store coupon. What was the total amount of money saved? Now notice, it didn't say how much did she spend, it said how much did she save, right? So we're going to save what percent? 20%. We're not doing the 80% this time. Do you understand the difference? Because of the question, right? So what was her total bill, Will? What was her total bill? Add them all up. Yep, so she spent 120. She would have spent 120, but she gets a $24 or 20% discount. So what would that be? Yes, you multiply by 0.20. That's correct. So she saved how much money? $24. You hear me? It's not what she spent, it's what she what? Saved. Now, again, that's what I'm saying about make sure you answer the right questions. In the past, we would have just multiplied this by 0.8 if we would have said, you know, what was her bill? Her total bill would be 120 times 0.8. Is everybody with me on this? All right, Caroline, let me hear you. 37. Okay, 780 times 0.45. What is that number, please? $351. So that would be what? Females, right? Yeah, so the males would be what? Don't, Caroline. Don't be sorry. 429. Does anybody else agree with 429 males? Now, can somebody tell me another way we could have done that? We could have just taken what? You could do that also. All right. You could have said what? 780 times 0.55. It would give you the same answer. Because again, 55% are what? Male. All right. Let's take a look at 39. Everybody should be able to do that quickly. It just wants that as a decimal, which is, come on, 9 out of 20 is the same as what? Yeah, you shouldn't be using a calculator on that either. You should just know that. Yeah, it was 429. Ooh, put a star by 41. Put a star by 41. Really important. It's good, like SAT type question. All right. So in this case, it says 90. So we write down 90 equals 0.3 n. Everybody agree with that? So to solve that, divide, so n is equal to what? What is 90 divided by 0.3? 300, right? Everybody good with that? But that's not the answer. Because we want what? Now, 200%, I try to tell you, what does 200% mean? Times 2. Thank you very much. So we want times 2. So my answer is actually 600, guys. The answer is 600. All right, that's another really good question. All right, make sure you're looking at it. Yes, I'm listening. No. Yes.
Oh.
All right. There you go. Let's check out 43. All right. So I want to leave somebody a 15% tip. I didn't ask for the total bill. I asked for how much tip there would be. Avery, can you tell me what I would do to find how much tip I'm going to leave the person? Tell me what you're typing in. How much did you pay? Right, so you paid $82.99. Now you want to leave a 15% tip. Now, are we adding it in? No, because the reason why we're not adding it in is because it says, what is the tip? It doesn't say what's the total bill. So what do I have to do with that $82.99? I need to find what? So what do I do with $82.99? You with me on this? When you want to try to find 15% of something, just multiply by 0.15. And so what is that? Round it to the nearest penny. Is that right? $12.45. Make sure you put the dollar amount. $12.45. Now, does everybody understand? We didn't want the total bill, right? We just wanted the tip. If it wanted the total bill, I would multiply by 1.15. But I don't want the total bill. All right? Who said that? Yes. Go. All right. Okay, now this is a very good problem too. Very similar. See who remembers. A used vacuum cleaner sells for $130, which is a 75% reduction. Just like the last problem we did. And no one knew how to do it last time. What did you think? And what did you get? So what you're telling me is the original price is less than the sale price. What do I do? So let's go back to the problem. Who can tell me? I want to find that problem. Where's that problem at? What number? Somebody go to number 32. Let's see if he's correct. No? Which one is it like? You have to find it. Which one is that like? Which one? Let's look at 27. Nope.
11.
Let's look at 11. Somebody go to number 11.
Yeah.
Wow. There it is. All right. Actually, nope. That's not the one I was thinking of. Nope, that's not it.
Oh, it's
Which-
number 7.
Yes, number 7. I even told you to put a star by number 7. We're trying to find the what? We're trying to find the original. We've given the sale price. Everybody with me on this?
Yeah.
So we don't know the original. So you take the original multiplied by 0.75, and that gives you the what?
Wait, what?
That gives you the sale price. So look at number 7. We took the sale price, multiplied it by 0.7, or we took the original price, multiplied it by 0.75, and that gave me 500. So now I'm going to go back to the problem what we were discussing now, where it says that thank you, that something is on sale for $130. Do we know the original?
No.
So we put X down. Then we're going to multiply that by what?
Oh, it's
What are we going to multiply the original by?
0.75.
Yes, 0.75. And then that would be equal to what?
130.
That would equal 130. Then we do what?
Divide by 0.75.
That's correct. So X is equal to 130 divided by 0.75.
And that's 173, 130, or 1.3.
So it would be what? 100.
173.3.
Now, I would write it as $173 and what? 33 cents. $173.33. Everybody good with that? All right. That was kind of tricky. All right, we got time for another one. Let's do 47. Oh, okay.
Oh, this is
All right, so tell me how to do it. Go.
The price of this game went down from 175 to 105. So you take 175 and you subtract it by
Very
point-
good. Very good. So what is that?
0.105.
No. No, because listen to me. Listen. This is not a percent.
Oh, yeah.
So what do I do? All you have to do is,
And that is 70.
yes, $70. So now what do I do with the $70?
So with the we have
It's always the change. After you do the change, somebody help him. You divide.
So you divide 70 divided by 175.
Yes, 70 divided by 175. It's always the change divided by the original amount. And what does that come out to be? Exactly 0.4? 0.4, which is the same now as what percent? 40%. Okay? Now I'm trying to look real quick. So I think the problem's pretty much repeat now. So what I'm going to do is, and I also put the answer key on there for you. So let me, at the very bottom, I want everybody to look at that. All right, because what I want to do